Hi everybody. Oh, my cat is wearing me out. She's wearing me out. How old is she now? She's 3 months, is she? And I thought she was moving in. And she's still got so much kittenish spit-filled mouth again. Chantal, I do apologise. She's got so much kittenish behaviour, and of course she will have the next 12 months. It's lovely actually, but she's wearing me out. It's my own fault because I play with her like a baby. If you'd have seen me this morning, she got into her Amazon box. She's got two, a smaller one and a larger one. You know, mix and match whenever she feels like it. So she got in the larger one this morning, and I couldn't resist just getting a hold of it and pulling around the kitchen floor. I was on my hands and knees, pulling around the cup drawer, into the laundry room, back out to the kitchen, into the hallway, back in, going woo woo woo. Nobody came to the door, thankfully. You know, no postman or anything. Good God. Anyway, and she's ruined my curtains. They're absolutely ruined the way she's pulled them to bits. Although the citrus spray, which I should have got beforehand, it does work. It does deter her. They need doing again. I mean, they're ruined, so she can have a go at them. I'm just frightened of her falling, that's all. But she's a very strong little kitten. Very good nails, claws. And I've got the clippers to do them myself, but I haven't yet. I may do them tomorrow. I may have a go tomorrow. And she's going to have a veterinary appointment anyway in the next few weeks when they can pick me in. I'll give them a ring tomorrow and get everything else checked out. So my hair's like candy floss because I got in the shower this morning and left it. And this is how it comes out. Still, it's clean, you know. It's not got like sand bugs or sand flies in it or anything like that. It's okay. Talking of which, sand, deserts, Middle East, men, women, Islam, marriage, marriage between a Western woman and a Muslim man, let's say, hypothetically. First of all, I don't think that whether it be Kuwait, whether it be the Emirates, but it wouldn't happen in Saudi. They're far stricter. Even now, after all these years since I worked there, they are still very strict. And a certain bulldozer thinks that she's going to bulldoze away into Saudi Arabia, where the cops are very handy with their guns at the airport. She thinks she's going to bulldoze away through there with her big mouth, should they dare to take a passport off her. Oh, you'll be on the next flight out, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. If you're not lucky, well, who knows? They wouldn't allow you in. There's no reason, Chantal, for you to go to Saudi Arabia. I know you keep saying you want to go there. There's no reason for you to go there. If you want to go to Mecca, you know, Muslims, Israel Muslims, it takes them years to save up, to organise, to get everything sorted out so that they can make that journey for themselves, a journey which every devout Muslim should make once in their lifetime. You aren't a devout Muslim though, aren't you? You come on, here you are. You're there with your mouth again. You're talking about, I deserve everything I got and I deserve everything I will get. You know, shut your big fat mouth. Just shut it. Nobody's frightened of you. Nobody. Yeah, I got security on my house. That was for my kids. Do you think, like I've said before, after Alfie's passed, that anything frightens me? It doesn't. And I've got something that you don't have, which is a deep belief in God. A belief in karma. We carry our karma around with us. And I've got to 73, you know, with no real health problems until the last 7 years. When it was the ulcer, when it was this, when it was that. So up until then, no, I was still running. Not walking, running. You wouldn't know anything about that. You can hardly waddle. And I shouldn't keep poking at you, but you make it very difficult when you come on here with your arrogant, supercilious, nonsensical attitude. Don't attempt to talk down to people. And if you do want to talk down to people, don't attempt to talk down to me. You're in no fucking position to. You are usually supine like a big otter on the floor because you can't sit up straight. Look at me, even with the broken bones in my back, no support, and I can sit up straight. You can't do that. What I've come on here to mention is something that I'm wondering whether you have given any thought to, Chantal. Or is it something that you and Salah might have discussed? I was talking about, you know, a Westerner marrying a Muslim man, travelling to the Middle East to do so. Your position is that you married a Muslim man who is a Syrian who doesn't have a residency in Kuwait, or citizenship, I should say. Therefore, is in no position to sponsor you, as you keep saying he does. He can't. So, of course you're waiting until such time as you can get into Canada. And all this show that you're putting on in Kuwait is for the benefit of Canadian authorities. Well, this is how we were. I was out there for as long as I can, but there's no way I can stay out there on a tourist visa, and it's inhumane to keep us apart. Haven't we proven that we're committed? You must think everybody's as daft as you. He does want to get to Canada, clearly. We don't need Missy Moo to tell us that gross object, your bestest friend whom you fell out with over a $10 donation to French Fried Girl for BBJ. You fell out with the best friend because of that. Humbug. I wonder if you've thought of this, whether it be on Kuwaiti soil or Canadian soil. If you and Salah are married, if you've got some sort of a marriage going on, some sort of marriage type deal, like those that go by the month, you know, renewable every few weeks. If you've got some sort of marriage type deal, do you realise that your husband, i.e. Salah, can divorce you at any time simply by saying, I divorce you? 3 times, is it? But if you are married as a Muslim woman, if you're properly married as a Muslim woman, that isn't the case. If a Muslim woman wants to divorce her husband for whatever reason, it has to go to the highest court. It has to go to of Sharia law. And you don't want to mess with those buggers. You don't want to be attempting to pull wool over their eyes. Sharia law, those are the people who believe in all the, you know, chop, chop here, chop, chop there, here a chop, there a chop. It's not funny, I know. But let's bring a little bit of levity into this bananas situation. So he could divorce you at any time, but get to Canada, get himself a job, get himself sorted out, decide that the marriage isn't working, divorce you. You've got no hold on over him at all. None. And I don't understand why he's doing it this way, except for the fact that he thought he was getting a wealthy woman, which clearly he didn't. But I don't know why he's done it that way, because Justin Trudeau, you know, that father of MAID, whereby everybody above a certain age or who has got a certain illness or well, whoever is deemed unfit for purpose. You know, good old Justin will be the caring daddy that he is and help them, allegedly. But he's welcoming people in with open arms, people who can work, people who are young, who are having children, who will boost up the dwindling, because of the MAID situation, the dwindling, eventually, population of Canada. It will welcome people in, and I don't know why Salah didn't go that route with all the innumerable skills that you say he has. Unless you're lying, of course. Could be that. Nah, couldn't be that. Back in a bit.